It's no fucking way I sent money for a Airbnb.
It's your boy KamsCorner. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Do not treat me like a side chick. And this video is a prime example of why I stopped lending people money. Let's get right into the video.
But since I got the money back, now we can really fully debrief. It's no fucking way I sent money for a Airbnb and you allocated that money to your goddamn.
Ain't no way. You have to throw hands.
Damn. Instead of you to, you know what I'm saying, like, cover it up, like, okay, you're asking me to send double? You're asking me to send double? Then you're saying you'll pay me back, maybe, you don't know, kinda, sorta, after the trip, maybe. What money were you planning? And then, guys, clock this. There's no way you use that money for rent and you only use $400. I bet my life that you use, there's no way my $400 was the only money that was touched. Because if we all sent you, it's 5 girls, okay? 400 times 4, that's $1,600. If we send you $1,600 for this Airbnb, there's no way that you spent $400 out of that $1,600. Then you just decided that that's my $400. You know what I'm trying to say? That story is already shaky. But because me and her are the least close out of all of the girls in the group, she wanted to let me know first that the funds collectively were allocated elsewhere, because she knew that I would be most likely to have an issue with it and I would pop first. You know what I'm saying? Because, not to talk shit, but when people have certain behaviors, I definitely believe people's friends tend to enable it. You know, like, I get it. People are going through things in life. People are faced with unfortunate circumstances. But when you're doing bullshit and your friends are the first ones to kind of co-sign or kind of defend you or kind of, you know, not be as hard on you about it as they should, you're going to keep on doing it because you know your friends are going to let that shit slide, though. You know they're going to let it slide, though. You're going to keep on doing it. Hello? But all jokes aside, this type of stuff usually never happens to me, y'all. I travel all the time. If you guys want to see travel content this summer, follow me. I travel all the time. This shit never happened to me. So the fact that this shit happened to me, I'm just like, oh, this is the first time this has ever happened to me in my life, I swear. This stuff don't happen to me. And that's why I was so quick to pull out of the trip, because it's like, I have other trips lined up. It's nothing. Like, don't even worry. Like, I promise you, y'all will see me on a trip. I have other trips lined up. Don't sweat it. It's nothing. That's why I was so quick to pull out. A lot of people were saying I should still go, make memories, live my life. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll be on a trip, just not that one. I have many others. Many others.
Exactly.
Hello? Thank you.
I think she's perfectly within reason. There's no way I'm going to go on that trip after you took my money and used it to pay your rent. Number one, that's stealing. So we automatically got to throw hands. Off the rip, we got to throw hands. There's no way you're going to take my money and it's going to go down smooth like that. It's just not going to happen. But at the same time, people do enable people in a friend group like that. Every friend group has a person that's bad with money, that you can't lend money to, that, you know, doesn't steal, but they're disingenuous. And the friend group always enables it. And the moment you call it out, everyone will look at you sideways, but secretly they agree with you. But everyone's too afraid to say something to that person. That happened in our friend group. There was a situation where a man owed somebody else money and he was traveling while owing somebody money. Let me tell you something. I don't care what you think. You can disagree in the comment section if you want. If you owe somebody money, you should not be traveling. You shouldn't be hopping on a flight unless it's a family emergency if you owe somebody money. Because how are you traveling and you owe me? Like, you owe me money. Why are you traveling? Who are you? What are you doing? Like, you owe me money. That's why I have the opinion, do not lend anybody, don't give anybody money. You can lend somebody money. You could say, hey, you need $1,000 to pay your rent. I'll give you 200. That's what I could give you, and I don't even need it back. Just take it. Because the moment you lend somebody money, or you do a situation like this where you don't really know the person, but you're giving them money to do something with that money, it's gonna always turn into some bullshit like this. every single time. So I'm telling you, do not do that. But back to the story I promised you guys I was going to tell you. Essentially what happened was a guy owed another guy money because, you know, he fixed something for him and he owed him money. And he was taking trips with his money, and nobody in the group was willing to say to this guy that, yo, you should not travel while you owe money. Now, what I did was kind of incorrect because I called him out in front of everybody. But I said, why are you traveling when you're broke? Like, that's because as a man, you don't take trips while you're broke. If you owe a man money, you don't spend off the money before you pay back that debt. That's just a man principle right there. But I called that out in front of everybody. And there was a moment where they all said, well, it's not that big of a deal. And you know what I did? Which, again, was kind of wild, but I'm a wild guy. I said, yo, would you lend him money? And I said, would you lend him money? I went around to everybody. Everybody said, no, I wouldn't lend him money anymore. And I told the guy that owed the money, I said, brother, do you see how they're willing to say that it's not a big deal, but they would never lend you money? I'm like, I'm the only one that's telling you the truth. And me and him actually fell out because of that. We're kind of okay now, but we fell out because of that. And our friendship will probably never be the same, to be honest with you, because of that one situation. But do you see what that does? That's why lending somebody money or doing all that stuff or giving somebody money, in this woman's case, to go spend it in a way that you're telling them to spend is never a good idea. What this girl should have done was said, yo, I'm going to pay for my part. Once it's paid for, you send me my ticket and I will send you the money. But there's no way that you should be sending somebody the money for them to go pay for the trip. No, if it's $400 a piece, put it on your card. And when you put it on your card, you will get the money. But there's no way we're doing it in a way where I don't have full guarantee that my money is going where it needs to go. Especially if I don't know you like that. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've ever had a situation like this where somebody owes you money and they give you the runaround, or somebody takes the money that they're supposed to use for one thing and uses it for another. In my opinion, it's the most disrespectful thing you could do. But anyways, make sure you go and like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're about around 800. Hit the like button, hit the comment button, hit the subscribe button. Do not treat me like a side chick. I'm KamsCorner, and I'm out.